Good morning. I'm Daniela. Thanks for coming.
Good morning. Thanks for calling me.
How are you?
Fine. Ready for the interview.
Okay, I'm glad you're ready. Could you show me your CV?
Okay, here is.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Victor, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm Victor Vargas. I'm 22 years old, and I am system engineer from the University of Valle. I have a postgraduate degree in web interface design, and I have worked 4 years as a head of design in the company called Business Design.
That's great. What do you do in your free time?
I like watching series or movies. I love playing video games because I feel that it helps me to increase my creative. And I like reading and researching about my professional career because that keeps me up to date.
Oh, wonderful. Tell me about your education.
Well, when I was in high school, I studied at the public school called Jose Maria Carbonell, one of the three best public institutions in the city. Then I studied in the University of Valle. I got an overall average of 4.5. I studied civil engineering and did a postgraduate degree in web design at the same university. I graduated with honor and had the highest grade average.
What would you say are your greatest abilities?
I consider myself good finding solutions to problems. I'm very good with computers. I'm very creative with designer. I'm good at using office programs. I know how to program with Vue.js.
This is very important for this job. What do you consider are your biggest weaknesses?
My greatest weakness is being too demanding with the proposed challenge and always trying to surprise myself.
Okay, this is something that we can improve on to do better in the way. Can you tell me about how do you find out about this job?
I found this job on the internet in LinkedIn. I loved the description because it was I was looking for. So I sent my CV.
And I would like to know what do you want this job?
I think I have a lot to contribute to this company, and a great thing can be achieved with constant and continuous work. For example, something important to a company is to be good at adapting different technologies. I consider myself good at it. So I think it's something I can contribute.
Victor, I'm glad to hear that. What do you know about our company?
I know it's a great company with full experience and knowledge in web technologies, has a Vue.js or Angular, and that is something I want to learn. That is why I want to belong to your team.
Okay. What are your salary requirements?
I have 2 years of experience and based on my employee program, my wage requirements is 3 minimum wage.
Okay. That will be all. Do you have any question for me?
Yes, how is the work environment with the company?
Well, that's a good question. In our company, the majority of employees have been for over 5 years. We know how to work for a team and contribute to guidance. We want to continue bringing in some ideas and energy to get our team growing.
Okay, it's good to know that. Another question, what are the responsibilities that the job requires?
Well, we just need a system engineer who is in an expert in web design for our next project. The idea is that this person knows different programming language and it's a good at working with tools like Vue.js for web design.
Okay, that's important to know for me. Thanks for considering me for this job.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for coming in, Victor. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'll give you a call in the next 3 days.
Okay, thanks for everything.
Hello, Victor. I'm delighted to see you again.
Miss Zapata, thank you for calling.
Well, last week we received several CVs, and your curriculum was one of the favorites. You have a good profile for this job.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. I hope to do the same this time.
Okay, Victor, this interview will focus on your job skills. The first thing I want to know is how would you act in a situation where your team fails to meet expectations?
Okay, the first things I would do is talk to the group to analyze the situation and find out what the problem is and thus be able to solve it. Okay, I think the communication within our team is very important because through it, great things can be achieved.
This answer sounds very appropriate to me. What would you do? Connect a visual component with a logical component.
Okay, in web design, there are many tools to achieve this. I would use, for example, I would use Vue.js with another tool called Axios to be able to connect both components. It's important to know, it's important to know in which environment you are going to work in order to know how to act in this situation.
Well, that's interesting. What is the first thing you would do if you were selected to lead a team?
Well, it's an interesting question because if I were selected to be a leader, the first things I would do would be to meet my work team, of course. In this way, I can analyze the weaknesses and strengths of each of the members and thus be able to know how to act in any situation.
Oh, seems right. How do you act when you are under pressure?
Well, when I under pressure, I like to give myself an space to think clearly. After doing that, I try to relax and not overload myself with worry about the situation. When I do all that, I manage to work very well under pressure.
It's important to keep that in mind because sometimes you work under pressure.
Yes, of course.
And what do you do when someone on your team does not perform as a show?
It's an important question. It's a good question because I have always said that solution to this type of problem is just to talk. The communication is everything when it comes to teams problems. When all the members connect, they achieve incredible things.
I agree with you, Mr. Vargas. What do you do when you are in a situation that you don't like?
Well, nobody likes to be in a place where they are not comfortable. When I find myself in a situation like this, I try to calm myself so as not to fill myself with bad feelings. And then, if possible, I try to find a place where I can feel better.
Okay. And in the last interview, we'll talk a little about what you can bring to the company. Today, could you explain your answer?
Yes, of course. I really like teamwork, okay? And I consider myself someone good to lead. So I think I can contribute a lot to this company because I can transmit my technical knowledge and I can also transmit everything I know about a good work environment.
Well, I'm sure you do a great job. Welcome to our company, Mr. Vargas.
I'm very excited about what we are going to achieve. Thank you for this opportunity.